wanna live a life.
That guy did. Oh my gosh! Surprise, motherfucker! What? Oh my god, you're fucking crazy!
What's up, you smexy individuals? My name is Birdman778 and welcome to another thematic build video. Today, we're doing a new build with Zane and we're calling this Storm God Zane. Now, before we get into the video, I'll let you know I do stream on Twitch, and all these builds are made over my Twitch channel, so head on over there and check it out. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. We have a couple streams sprinkled in between there, so make sure to stop by my Twitter, twitter.com/birdman778, instagram.com/birdmangram, and then obviously on YouTube, youtube.com/birdman778. Hit that thumbs up, hit the sub, and let's get going. So essentially the reason why we call this our Storm God Zane is because the entire build is based around our comm, the Conductor. The Conductor gives Zane 25% bonus shock damage based on his remaining action skill duration. The more duration the remaining, the greater the bonus, and the effect also stacks. So I actually kind of wanted to figure out a way to make this viable with Zane. I feel like he has to depend on seeing dead so much, so trying something else was really cool. But we decided to also make this a URAD build to kind of balance it out a different way. So all our weapons are going to be URAD based, but the weapons we're going to be using are a Light Show, a Smog, a Convergence, and a Plague Bearer. Now, equipment wise, we decided to go with the Transformer with ASE Corrosive. We really don't have any really use for like the Digiclone or the Sentinel, obviously, since we're not using Sentinel for this build, or the Digiclone regen health. So since it's a URAD build, we're using a Deathless down here. So I decided just to go with an ASE. Obviously, there can be any ASE you want, but I decided just to add Corrosive as that extra element. But then we also got the Conductor with splash damage, shotgun damage, and pistol damage. This cloning hex essentially just here as a paperweight because we're not dropping any grenades. Our clone doesn't shoot any grenades, doesn't do any of that stuff, so there's really no point in this. And then obviously again the Snowdrift Deathless, so we kind of give that speed, but also give that Deathless effect to take advantage of the URAD. Now let's check out our skill tree to kind of see exactly how we got that built up. In our skill tree, we're pretty heavy into red and green, and obviously a little less into blue, which might be the most surprising thing. I'm really trying to rebalance Zane a different way. I feel like he gets really stuck in this cookie cutter way to play with the blue tree especially. But luckily our Conductor comm was able to give us a +3 into Good Misfortune, which is essentially one of the biggest things you want for this build in my opinion, because it adds the action skill duration pretty significantly. But we decided to obviously go into the 2 speed skills, a little bit in a cool hand for that fast reload, and then 1 point in playing dirty so that we get those extra shots. In the red tree, we are pretty much stacked up in everything. As much as possible. Really just want our clone to be as beefy as possible, but obviously I really want to go into Supersonic Man. I think this obviously synergizes well with violent speed and violent momentum, so and especially the fact we're constantly wanting our action skills to at least be out, even if they're not going to be active for very long. As long as they are being activated, we're constantly gaining that extra speed. But for the augments for our clone, we decided to go with Doppelbanger, so we were able to activate that ASC if we really want to. And then which one's real? I think this one is probably one of the most slept on skills for clone, just for the fact that you aren't being aggroed, your clone is, and especially if you decide to throw like a barrier on top of him, it's just gonna be smacking people without any issue while you're able to run around the battlefield. And then finally into the barrier skill tree, again stacked up in a lot of things, but we want to make sure our shield was staying as high as humanly possible, so ready for action, hardy stock are pretty big. Again, this is a URAD build, so our shield is going to be our main source of our health and damage reducer. I don't know even what word you'd use there. But we also went to brain freeze because it's going to synergize really well with calm, cool, and collected. But for augments wise, we decided to go with charged relay, so we're getting some extra speed, and then also into all rounder, so we just have that safety. With the mayhem modifiers, we decided to go speed demon. Obviously speed's good. Heal the Avenger, it's probably one of the best out there. Chain gang, I don't really ever notice anything really wrong with it, so I'm pretty okay with that. And then post mortem, it's just easy to kill death real fast and you're good to go. So I had a whole lot of fun making this build, just for the fact, again, it is a non-seeing dead class. Using the conductor, I noticed a lot of that extra shock damage, which is super nice, especially the way that it's able to kind of synergize well with borrowed time and good misfortune. We get that longer action skill time, which obviously means more shock damage. But it was a whole lot of fun just getting messed with the radiation effect, cryo effect, shocked effects, all kind of like mixing one with certain weapons that we're using. But guys, thank you so much for stopping on by. Again, make sure you stop by my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/birdman778. I'm doing a giveaway coming up here soon, so for until October 10th, which is going to be my 2-year stream anniversary. So stop on by that stream as well, and know that the save file will be on my Discord. But guys, I hope you have a great night, day, whatever it may be. Stay smexy.